there guys, and welcome to a brand new FIFA 20 career mode with Wolves, and today with episode 1, and I'm so excited to get into this one and I hope you guys are as well. And if you are, don't forget, leave a like down below on the video, hit the subscribe button if you are new around here and you want to see more videos from this career mode, and also down below in the description guys I'll have my Instagram, so if you guys go over there, give it a follow, I really would appreciate that. So here we are then, here is our objectives for the first season with Wolves. So let's take a look at these. So the first one there, the Europa League, they want us to win that. Going to be a little bit difficult to win that, I'm going to say, in the first season, but I am going to try and give it a go and at least get to the semi-finals or the final would be great. FA Cup, they want us to reach the round of 16 stage. The Premier League, they want us to finish in a Europa League spot, so that's going to be a little bit challenging, but hopefully with the team we've got and with the players that we're going to add to it, it should be achievable. So here we are then, the transfer budget for the first season. We've got 51.8 million in the transfer budget and then 189,000 in the wage budget. Not too bad to start off with, we've got to say. It's a decent amount, 50 odd million. You know, we can sign at least 3 or 4 players for that, depending on the quality. But I feel like with that sort of money, we can add some decent quality to the first team. So the first team, let's take a look at it and see how good it actually is and see where we need to improve it for the upcoming season. So here we go, we can see, I feel like the front three and the midfield, we don't need to improve in this first season. One of the positions I might sort of get a backup for is midfield. Obviously, we've got Gibbs White on the bench. We've got Dendonka, obviously. But I would like to maybe sign, you know, a CDM, possibly. A 20-year-old CDM. I feel like that would sort of suit the team well. You know, ready for when Moutinho obviously retires soon. 32 years of age. Obviously, like I say, we've got Gibbs White, Dendonka. But I just feel like another midfielder wouldn't hurt, and a young one as well. A backup goalkeeper, because John Ruddy, I do want to sell him. As you can see, 32 years of age. Don't get me wrong, great goalkeeper on his day, but I just feel like right now I could probably sell him, at least maybe try and get under $1 million for him, and then possibly getting a younger goalkeeper that's maybe even higher rated than him. I feel like that would be a good option to go with, and you know, a wise way to spend the money as well. And then possibly a centre back. Obviously we play 5 at the back in this formation, and I do want to keep that. A lot of the time when I take over teams, sometimes I change the formation halfway through. But like with Leverkusen, I stuck with the formation, and same with Wolves. I want to stick with this formation, the 5-2-3. I want to stick with that and use it. So I think a new centre back would be a great route to go down, and also a right wing back as well for the first team. So here we are then guys, we have our shortlist. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of the players that I've shortlisted for this first season with Wolves. So the backup goalkeeper we're looking at is Aaron Ramsdale from Bournemouth, age 21, goalkeeper. Like I say, if we sell John Ruddy, possibly like I say 900,000, 800,000, bring this guy in. I feel like it'd be a great backup for our goalkeeper position. And then next in the list we have Soumaré from Lille, centre mid, CDM. He can play medium work rate, 6'2". Like I say, if Moutinho retires, obviously possibly Gibbs White can play there as well. But I feel like just signing another centre mid won't harm us too much, and this is the guy that I have picked out. Now for the centre back position, I've got this guy here from PSG, Kera. I'm going to go with, he's got 5-star weak foot, 6'1", medium attacking work rate, high defensive work rate, and he's got decent sprint speed as well. When I scouted him, it did say his sprint speed was one of his highest stats. It's not showing that here, but it does say it is. Now, sort of obviously we play a back 5, but there's 3 centre backs in that back 5, so I feel like having a pacey centre back will help, and I feel like this guy would be a great signing. I've got Konate here just in case all else fails. Obviously, I have signed him before, many other people have, but I just thought, you know, if all else fails and I want a good centre back, Konate is there. And now for the last player in the shortlist, we've got Klostermann from Leipzig. As you can see there, he can play right wing back, and that's the most important thing. We wanted a new right wing back. Now I feel like this guy could do the job, and he's 6'2" as well, and you know, right footed. So I just feel like he would fit in the team really well. I've scouted him. You see sprint speed and acceleration up there as one of his key stats. So I'm just going to wait guys until we get scout reports back on all these players. Shouldn't take too long, possibly a week at most. But yeah, until we start, you know, possibly buying these players. But also as well, we're going to look out and see if we get any offers for the players that we have transfer listed. So I just went through the squad hub, and I've transfer listed and also loan listed quite a few players. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of which players they are. So like I say, John Ruddy is valued at 675,000. If I can get that, I'll be more than happy. But like I say, I'm going to try and push it and just get a little bit more for him. Bennett, I transfer listed him. Miranda, who was out on loan, I do believe. Yeah, because I recalled him back. Like I said, I can get 1.4 million for him. That's his value. So if I can get that, that'll be great. It'll go towards the new signings. And like I said, there's a few more here that are transfer listed and also loan listed quite a lot. Just all youngsters. And we can hopefully get out there and get that overall up just a little bit higher for next season. So as you can see here, I've recalled Helder Costa from Leeds just because I feel like he can do such a good job in the first team. I don't really see why, well not why, but a reason for him to be out on loan when I feel like I would use him in the first team. So I've gone ahead and recalled him, ready for this first season. So this is how the training is going to look so far, just until we get the new signings in. And like I said, it depends on who we get and obviously whether they can grow or not. But this is how the training is going to look at the moment. So I've put Jota just in there for now. Obviously he is age 22, so he's going to fall out of that bracket of being able to grow in the training sessions, I do believe. But I put him in there for now. I've also put Neto in there as well. Gibbs White has gone in. Vinagre, I'm going to go with. I put him in there just because I feel like at the moment we've got Johnny at left back, but he is age 25. I'm not saying he's ready to, fall out the first team. He's got another 5 years yet. But if this guy can get better than Johnny, then why not stick him in there as well? And I got Ruben Neves just in there for now, just because it was showing the sign that he can grow a little bit more. So I just thought shove him in there for now until we get the new signings, and then we'll change it all around. We've got our first transfer offer here for Miranda, and it's 1.45 million. Well, let's just say 1.5 million here, and he is valued at 1.4 million there. Age 28, 70 overall. I just felt like we could possibly sell him and get a decent amount of money in here, or at least pay for the money that it cost to recall, some of these players back from loan, and also add a little bit more to our transfer budget. So as you can see here, it does recommend I can get the max, get 1.5 million for him. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and negotiate this and see how much I can actually get for Miranda. So there we go, guys. As you can see, I managed to get 1.6 million for Miranda. I was a little bit surprised just because, the scout was saying I can get 1.5, but I've managed to go ahead and get an offer accepted for 1.6. Now I'll have to wait and see if that goes through. So we've got two more here, transfer offers that have come in, and also we've got an email saying interest has been shown in Klostermann from Juventus there. They're trying to offer 15.9 million for him. So I'm going to have to try and go ahead and try and sign him as soon as possible, just because I do not want him going to Juventus. We need him here at Wolves. But let's have a look at these transfer offers first. So Martinho, not going to let him go. Obviously Liverpool trying to come in and buy him. We're just going to block all offers straight away for him. Now Ryan Bennett, another player that was listed up on the transfer list, can get 7 million for him there. He is valued at 6. They've come in for an offer at 6.6 million. So I'm going to go ahead and negotiate again. Possibly try and push it to 7.5. No, I think that's a little bit too much, isn't it? 7.5. We'll go in, I think I'll negotiate 7.2, see where I go from there. So then we managed to get an offer accepted for Bennett for 7.2 million. I feel like I'm asking for a little bit too much, or not even that much extra. But either way, so if he sells, we get 7.2 million from him. Miranda sells, we get 1.6 million from him. So we're not doing too bad so far in the transfer market. So as we know, Juventus have already gone in for Klostermann. They offered 15.9 million for him. So I think as long as I go in and offer in that ballpark, they'll accept. And as long as we can get the contract done before Juventus, then we will get him signed up. So it's one player I definitely want to get for the first team. So here we are then, guys. We're about to negotiate a contract, or well, we've already done half of it, or 3/4 of it. We're about to negotiate the wage and the signing on bonus and the appearances for him. So we ended up offering 16 million for him. They accepted that straight away. So that's all good. But now I'm about to go in and try and sign him and get him before Juventus do. So normally right now when I remove that, I normally go and submit offer. But I'm just going to edit the wage and just up that a little bit. I know most of the time they do. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it myself, just so, I minimise any sort of risk that would come with it, with them storming out. So I've just upped it by 10,000. I'm happy to pay that 48,500 a week for him, because he's going to be our first team player. He's got an important squad role for 4 years, but it's not quite what his client was hoping for, but he's eager to join the club and accept a weekly wage of 48,500. So here we are then, guys, our first signing of the season so far. Lucas Klostermann has joined for 16 million from RB Leipzig, and he's on £48,500 per week. And let's have a quick look at some of his standout stats there. So as you can see, 90 sprint speed, 82 jumping, 81 stamina, 81 defensive awareness, and 80 stand tackle, and 79 acceleration. I feel like he'll be a good player and a great first signing for the club. So we got a transfer offer here from AC Milan for Doherty for 20.3 million. Now, obviously, we just signed Klostermann, who will play in Doherty's position, but that doesn't mean Doherty's not going to get any game time at all. I want them to rotate on that right-hand side, because I feel like they both can offer me a lot in this season with the Premier League. Like I say, with the Europa League as well, there's going to be plenty of games for them to get game time. So Doherty, I'm not looking to sell, even though, look at that there, I could get 25 million for him. Just right now, we're not going to sell him. So we've got another transfer offer here in for another defender, Bowley. Transfer offer in from Lazio. They're trying to offer 17.7 million for him, but even for him as well, I could get in the ballpark at the max 25.2 million for him. I'm not interested in selling, but possibly in a season or two, I could, considering his age. But it is surprising how much I can get for these players. So we've got a few important emails here. You can see Miranda's move has broken down, which is not, the best thing to see, but hopefully another club will come in and try and sign him. We've got our scout reports back on the players that we want to possibly sign. So we'll go ahead and have a look at them after this. We've got tournament prize money for getting through the group stage, 1.8 million, which is nice. Bennett sold as well, so we've got 5.5 million added to the transfer budget, and also another transfer broken down as well. So here we are then. Here's our final scout reports on the players that are in our shortlist. So as you can see here, Aaron Ramsdale, 75 overall. And like I say, we haven't sold John Ruddy just yet, but hopefully we do. And this guy will be a good backup in my opinion. Soumaré from Lille, 74 overall, only aged 20. And like I say, these stats I feel like can be very good after a few training sessions and a season or two in the Premier League. And then our last two players here, Kera from PSG, 79 overall, and I really want to sign him as soon as possible, but I just feel like we haven't sold as many players. As soon as Miranda sells, I feel like we will sell him, we will buy him, but I just want to sell a few more players before we start bringing him in. And like I say, Konate as well has had the scout report return at 79 overall and only age 20. So our biggest transfer offer as of yet, and we've got Ruben Neves here, PSG trying to come in with 49.2 million for him. And he's valued at 37 million, but look at that, age 22, 84 overall. And our scout recommends at the most we could get 74.6 million for him. We're not going to sell him at all. I would like him to stay in the team forever, but if we do get stuck in the future for money, we could possibly sell him and get almost 100 million for him as it stands right now. So look at this one then, guys. Ruben Neves here, PSG trying to come in and sign him for 49.2 million, is valued at 37 million. But as you can see from the scout, is recommended at the max we could ask for 74.6 million at the most. But we definitely don't want to sell Ruben Neves. I want him to stay in the team. But if we do get stuck for money in the future, here's our key for getting a lot of money from one player. So finally, Miranda has been sold. He ended up going to a different team for the 1.5 million, and the board has allocated us 1.1 million into the transfer budget. So just taking a look at our shortlist here. So we've got Aaron Ramsdale. Like I say, I do want to sign him, but John Ruddy, still no offers in at the moment. A little bit unsure what's happening there. No team seems to be coming in for him at all. So until he sells, I'm not going to sign Aaron Ramsdale. But one player I do want to sign before we end today's episode off is Soumaré from Lille, 74 overall, can play centre mid and CDM. And like I said, I just feel like it will be a good signing. So then he is valued at 9.5 million, but our scout is recommending we can get him between 9 and 12.8 million. So I'm going to try and go in at 9 million and see where we go from there. So we're just going through the contract here with him and his agents. Now we ended up signing for 10 million. But the only downfall to that was a 13% sell-on fee. So it's not the end of the world. I'm still glad we've got him. And only for the price of 10 million. I feel like he's going to be a great player for the future. So far, I'd offered him a rotation squad role. I'm glad he accepted that. I was a little bit nervous in case he would, considering his overall and what have you. But he's accepted it. A 4-year contract length. No release clause so far. Let's have a look. Will they offer a wage? And he won't. So his current wage is 20,000. Now I'm going to go ahead and offer 24, and then a sign-on bonus of 100,000. Let's have a see what him and his agent have to say about that. And it's not going to work. He wants 34.5 and a sign-on bonus of 300,000. I wanted to accept that, so let's go ahead and accept and get him into the team. So here we are then, guys, our second signing of the season so far. We got Soumaré from Lille for 10 million. Like I said, 13% sell-on fee. Not the end of the world, but just hopefully no good clubs will come in and offer a ridiculous amount, and he will want to leave in the future. So here we go. Let's have a look at him in depth here. So age 20, 6'2", can play centre mid and CDM, right-footed, 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, medium work rate, and some of his stats. Like I say, they're not the best stats in the world. They don't have 80s and 90s as of yet. But in terms of stats, he's a well-rounded player. As you can see, nothing in the 50s too much, just apart from a few stats here. But if you look on the other page, no 50s at all, and just 56 shooting. That's just the overall there. But all round, great player, and I'm glad to have signed him. So just before we jump into our first game of the season, which is going to be against Leicester, One thing I want to do is start doing the contracts at the start of the season where I have the most money, and I don't want to leave it to the end of the season. Whereas now, if they did decline, obviously they could move in the summer transfer window or January transfer window, but it buys me a little bit more time to obviously hopefully offer him a new contract if it all doesn't go too well. So here's the two players that I'm going to offer just for now. João Moutinho, I'm going to offer him a new contract, delegate renewal, and let's just offer that. Hopefully he'll accept it. So there we go, 2 years at 155,000. Let's accept that for him. And then the other player I definitely wanted to offer a contract to was Max Kilman, and he's on he's on 8,300 at the moment. Hopefully he won't want too much more, but this is a player that I want to try and grow a little bit, at least get him to a 70 or 75 would be great, and he could rotate in the first team. So let's offer him a new contract as well, and he'll accept that there as well. So here we are then, guys, into our first press conference as the Wolves manager. Let's have a see what they have to say here. So pre-season form was pretty good. We got into the final, ended up getting beat by Inter Milan. Like I said, I just simmed all them anyway. But I'm going to say I have faith in my team, and I feel like we will do good in this first season. As long as we buy the right players, you know, recruit in the right areas, I feel like we will build a good team here. So we're securing a Europa League position at the end of the season. Going to be possible, and I feel like it will be. You know, I feel like I say, with the team we're going to build, I feel like it will be possible. So I'm going to say it's monetary achievement, and I feel like it is. If I don't get Europa League, I will be disappointed in myself. Let's have a look at the last question here. So Doherty, what about him? Because obviously Klostermann did arrive, and like I say, his days aren't numbered. You know, they're going to be rotated between the two, so he's definitely not rotated. I'm going to put, I'm faced with tough choices. I'm going to go with that. So here we go then, guys, into our first game of the season at the King Power Stadium, away from home, and this is how we're going to line up. So Jimenez up front, Jota on the left, Traoré on the right, Neves and Moutinho in midfield, Johnny at left wing back, Klostermann at right wing back. Just because I want to try him out in this game, see how good he actually is, and hopefully it will be a good signing. And then you've got the three centre backs and then Patricio in goal. So here we go then, opening day for us with Wolves against Leicester City, a good side and a strong side at that. And like I say, I want to get off to a good start in this season. I want to kick off well. Away from home, it's going to be a tough one, but hopefully we can get away with the 3 points. So far in this game, Leicester have a majority of possession, but we're still getting used to the team. And like I say, our first game with them away from home, it is going to be tough. But Traoré on this right-hand side, I am going to be interested in using him. The cross comes in, but it's not too great at all. Can we win it back? And Leicester get to that one. So for this career mode, guys, I'm going on ultimate difficulty. And I'm also using Cutsy, his sliders for this one. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you guys want to try them out, or if you guys have not heard of them. And like I said, I will leave a link down below. So Leicester here win themselves a corner. It's been all Leicester so far in these first 20 minutes. We've had the odd chance and the odd little bit of the ball, but haven't been able to get it much. And a poor clearance here. Leicester might just capitalise on this, and we just cannot get the ball off them. Come on, win that one back. And there we go. Let's try and get on the break here. Let's try and get Traoré on a run on that right-hand side. Neves can see Traoré running over the top ball, but it's going to go out of players, and he's not going to get to that one. He's trying his best, but it's just not fast enough to get to that. There we go, a bit of link-up play. Martinho, but it just barged off the ball there by Johnny Evans. Not a great look at all, but 33 minutes in here, still 0-0. Just sort of hanging on at the moment. Just try and get to half-time, and then maybe make a few subs. But here we go, Traoré on this right-hand side. Pull it back. Oh, what a great pullback. Pay it in. Get a shot away, and straight at the goalkeeper. As if, but here we go, we've got it back here. Traoré again, play it in the middle, down to Jimenez. Keep the ball. Oh, Jimenez, I meant Moutinho there, and Leicester defending well here. There we go, through ball down here to Jota. Trying to get something here just before half-time. Don't really have many options. Let's get the cross. Just can't get the cross in. Moutinho's got it, though. Can we play the pass before he loses it? There we go. Neves plays it down. Jimenez, try and get the shot away, and he can. The goalkeeper's forced to make a save. And we've got ourselves a corner here. We need to try and score from this. It'd be great to go into half-time. 1-0 up here. Moutinho, the cross comes in. The header, just can't get anything from that. I think the ref's going to blow, and the ref does for half-time. There we go. Send Jota down the line. Getting caught up here. Going to try and pull it back. Can we find the pass inside? And we can, but Jimenez just overrun that run. And Insigne has gone to Man United. Interesting signing there, but he is a good player for Napoli. And here we go, Leicester on the break once more. 65 minutes gone, still 0-0. Jota just couldn't get the ball back then. And we need to try and get something from this game. If it ends in a draw, if I'm honest, I'm not too disappointed for our first game of the season. on our first game with the club, you know, away from home against Leicester City, who are a very good side. Jota just can he get away? And he can get away. Oh, here we go, Jota. Get the shot away. Go on, Jota. Okay, Jota. I can't make an excuse for you there, man. You know, that was absolutely dreadful. Jamie Vardy's going to come off and Iheanacho is going to come on for him. And 70 minutes gone now. Here we go, Moutinho, play it back. Jimenez with the shot and a decent shot there. So Michael keeping that one out. It's going for a corner. Quick sub here. Neves for Dendoncker. Yeah, you know what? I'll make that sub. I wouldn't normally, but just how tired he is, I feel like if we have the extra, you know, fresh legs on here, it might make a difference. We've got ourselves a corner. Substitution is going to be made. And now here we go. Let's try and get something from this, guys. Come on, the cross comes in. Moutinho, the header. Oh, I just couldn't get on the end of that one. And now, how many minutes has gone now? 82, 83 minutes gone, yeah. Not long left. He's trying to get something from this game. Here we go, through ball down. Dendoncker, here we go. Adama. Oh, low cross. Just no power behind it. So here we have it then, guys. The game has ended 0-0 here against Leicester City away from home. Not the best of games, but at least we get a point away from home. And we didn't concede. That's the main thing. So here we go then. Post-match interview after that game. So is a draw on your debut at Wolves a good enough result to please you? And a draw isn't the end of the world. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say here, guys. Like I say, still getting used to the team, still got to get new signings in and what have you. And like I say, a draw away from home to Leicester, who will finish, you know, around about where we are, is not a bad result. And Soumaré, why didn't he get a chance to make his debut? And to be fair, he could have come on. And he's already unhappy in his morale. Even though he's got a rotation squad role, I'm not too sure. I was going to put, good thing comes to those who wait. And the last question here, sticking with Moutinho paid off. And how tough was the decision to give him a break over his pre-season performance? And I was going to say, this is just the beginning for Moutinho. So here we are then, guys. This is how the Premier League table is looking after the first game has been played. Burnley at the top at the moment. Liverpool in second. Spurs in third. Manchester City in fourth. Everton in fifth. Watford sixth. And then Arsenal in seventh. And Chelsea in eighth. Currently, we are down in 14th. Obviously, we don't want to stay here. We're going to draw against a good Leicester City side. Like I say, to get a point, I'm more than happy with. So there we have it then, guys. That was our first game with this Wolves side. And like I say, I do want to sign a new defender. We do want to sign a new backup goalkeeper so far. But Klostermann, I feel like he didn't do too bad in that game. Like I say, him and Doherty will rotate. We also got Soumaré, who's not too happy he didn't play, which I'm a little bit surprised about. You know, it's our first game of the season. Fair enough, he didn't come on as a sub, but to be unhappy already is a little bit concerning. So we might have to try and give him a game next time out. He definitely will get a lot of games when we do play in the Europa League. But like I say, before next episode, I might have a quick look at the tactics, the roles and the instructions. Just try and alter it a little bit and try and get it playing a little bit better. But coming up in the next episode of the Wolves Career Mode, we have Manchester United at home in the Premier League. So our first at home game is going to be against United. So that's going to be a really tough game. And then following that game is going to be Burnley at home as well. So 2 home games are going to be nice. Hopefully 3 points in both. Obviously, against United, it's going to be a tough game. But also against Burnley, I feel like, you know, sometimes Burnley on the day can give you a tough time. But hopefully being at home for both games will give us a decent enough advantage to get 3 points in both. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the first episode of this Wolves Career Mode. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. And like I say, leave me comments down below of players to sign. Like I say, we still have obviously the shortlist. But if you guys know of anyone else who would fit this team a lot better than what I have shortlisted, do let me know down below in the comment section. We have 38.7 million at the moment, but the wage budget is pretty high. It's pretty low, sorry, I thought that's 700,000. But if we up that a little bit to maybe 150, so we've got 35 million to play with. Like I say, looking to bring in maybe 2 or 3 more players for the team. So if you guys have any suggestions, don't be afraid, let me know down below in the comment section. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget, leave a like down below on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you are new, and I'll see you guys next time.